Peace. Good evening. I'd like to welcome you back to another edition of the Foul Playland. As always, I'm Sir Foul Player of Brooklyn. Wanted to make a quick video, trying to rummage subjects to come up with the video for, and I've just been out of it today. But with that, let me get right into it with the topic at hand, and this is regarding Trump's DC case. I'm going to read directly from an article, and what I like to try to do is a lot of times I rather read from articles that are done by liberal papers so that they're more believable by somebody who may not believe me. And because I like to also show things in the sense that like how they phrase things in the media nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like I rather peace to Mr. Boxing, Mr. Johnson Boxing talking more. What happened to Mike, bro? Like he's just Trumpy L5 player. Yeah. Some may say. I think he'll come around too eventually. But with that, I'm gonna read directly from the article. And this is new Trump trial date is set for Super Tuesday. Will it matter? Now, I'm going to give an example as to peace, Mark Nash. Thanks for coming through as well. And please, if you guys could subscribe to Mark Nash TV, fantastic channel. In addition to subscribing to my man, Mr. Johnson, Boxing Talk and more. But I'll get directly into the article. And the reason I like to use more liberal publications is for this reason, in the sense that how they frame the article. Now, it says new Trump trial date is the day before Super Tuesday. Will it matter? Now, I think that the way they're trying to frame that is to say like, oh, well, like it may not matter. But I mean, if it were a pivotal race, I mean, like if it was a race where it was 5 points between Trump and Ron DeSantis, or Trump versus Vivek Ramaswamy, or Trump versus whoever was in the Republican field, or if it were in the other case, if they did this to a Democrat and it was a close race, of course it's going to matter, because the day before Super Tuesday is super important. Like when you're trying to get out into these pivotal states to garner more votes for yourself. So it's going to matter. But in Trump's case, I mean, if things are the way they are right now, where Trump's leading DeSantis by, I think, more than 40 points or 30 points, which I don't think he's going to catch up, then this, I didn't even share the article. I'm going to show it now. But they're right. Like this ABC News article, and again, this is done for educational purposes only, but they're actually right in the sense that it really won't matter. So look, new Trump trial date is set for the day before Super Tuesday. Will it matter? Again, it's really not going to matter in the grand scheme of things, because Trump is ahead by so much. But it's pretty grimy that this is happening before Super Tuesday, because Super Tuesday is a pivotal time. It's the day before the primaries take place, if I remember correctly. So the day before they decide what Republican or what Democrat is going to be the last person running to represent the party. It's Super Tuesday. So it's usually in February, March. I do remember that. But the day before that, is when this is going down, like when I'll just read from the article straight up. The federal trial over former President Donald Trump's alleged illegal efforts to overturn the 2020 election is slated to start on March 4th, 2024, one day before Super Tuesday in the GOP presidential primary. Yet that, just like 4 indictments and 2 impeachments, may not stop the steamroller that is Trump's campaign, GOP strategist who spoke with ABC News said Monday. I could have told you that. Trump has not blitzed the campaign trail, instead opting for a few events each week, and he retains the power to pack crowds with his signature rallies, meaning the trial may not significantly impede his campaign operations ahead of Super Tuesday. And given his 30 dominance in the early state polling, strategists warned the primary might already be over by March 4th anyway. Now, I'll stop right there. See, but all that shouldn't matter. All that doesn't matter though. In the set, like they're just trying to set a precedent that Donald Trump is somebody that you could do these shady things regarding lawfare, regarding who knows what's going to happen from here there. Like as for like, will they change the rules as to how this election may go? You know, who knows? Like last election, we had a caveat, if you will, in regards to paper ballots. I'm not going to say whether that affected or the election, even though I have an opinion, but I don't want to get this channel kiboshed. Actually, and I'm not going to read into the article much more than that because it's not much more that insight they're going to give you. I mean, I'll leave it up for let me stop sharing my screen. I'll leave it up for the sake, just in case I got to refer back to it though. But I think, and I'm going to make this a really short stream too, because I wasn't prepared either. But they're trying to set the precedent as to, you know, Donald Trump is such a bad guy and such a bad person that these things regarding lawfare or regarding things that could be done or should be done to Donald Trump are acceptable because he's such a bad person. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't catch a few comments, Michael. My apologies. Not mad at you, but I'm not down with Trump and never will be. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, at this, you know, it is fine. But I've done some thought with myself too in regarding that, because I hear a lot of people say that, and no offense to you, but to me that's a lazy way of thinking politically. Because I mean, like that you know, if you like, you may not be down with Trump, but are you down with Biden? You know what I'm saying? Like so, and when it comes to voting, like I mean, if you have the sense of you're not down with Biden and you're not down with Trump, then are you not going to vote? You know what I'm saying? And if like, because I know a lot of people that feel the way you do, Mike, or Mr. Johnson, like from the hood, like from my area, who say that and stuff, like, you know, statements similar to that, but then they ended up voting Biden anyway. You know, so I mean, like, then in a sense, your decision may be made up. But, and again, too, like, I don't knock you if you're going for Biden too, but now I do knock you if you're going for Biden, because I mean at this point, like, you know, to me, I mean he's a ton more corrupt than Trump, a ton more racist historically than Trump. I mean, not even historically, currently. I'm gonna make a video about that too, like when Joe Biden had to meet with the black leaders right after this past election in 2021, and how he dressed them down, he scolded them. Pretty much he sunned them. Let me see. Well, it's not going to matter also because nobody knows of any of these new guys. I mean, and you're right. And the article's kind of indicating that as well, Mike. But should it be though? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if it did matter? What if it was pivotal? You know, what if he had to like a lot of times in these cases prior to Super Tuesday, the day before, you know, the week before, like they're hitting Alaska, New Hampshire, all these states that are like sort of swing states. Florida is sort of a swing state, or was, you know. So I think it's unfair in those cases. Let me see. Nope, not down with Trump. I'll vote when there is a good candidate. I mean, like, and I respect that in the sense that you know, as of this juncture, you're not voting for either one. But, you know, I have you on Facebook, my friend, and I see you making a lot of things in reference to Trump getting indicted and whatnot, you know. But I gotta say, like from what I see, you know, you got to call it down the middle though, because I mean, like, if you whatever you feel like has happened salaciously in terms of Trump, like, are you calling out what's happening salaciously in terms of Biden? You know, I haven't seen it personally, and I'm not knocking you. I think a lot of people are kind of like in the same boat where they're not calling it both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're only like looking out the window when it's scenic, or like calling out, making it seem like we're calling things out across the board, and sometimes we don't. No offense. Let me see. Well, Trump ain't stopped campaigning. Every time he speaks, his people listen. Yeah, no, I that's true. Trump, but in my eyes, Trump is not going to lose his base. Like I wasn't somebody who was down with Trump in 2016. Um, and probably since 2018, I started, like 2019 more, like I started listening to what Trump was saying and agreeing with a lot of what he said. And I don't know any person, like in my personal life, or like people that like fuck with Trump in a sense, who are from 2019 till 2023, who have said, "Nah, I'm not gonna vote for him this time around." I knew a bunch of people that voted for, like, let's say Obama, especially in the hood in 2008. That by 2012 were like, "Fuck that, I'm not voting for this dude." You know what I'm saying? Like, but they weren't. They definitely gonna. They weren't gonna vote Republican. Like they weren't gonna vote to this dipshit from Utah. I forget his name, but they weren't voting for Obama the second time. You know what I'm saying? But like in Trump's case, I don't know one person like that saying like that was fucking with Trump in 2008. I mean, in 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, that is now saying like, nah, I'm not gonna fuck with Trump. Come 2024, like I'm fucking with Ron DeSantis, or I'm fucking with Vivek Ramaswamy, or like, I'm voting for Nikki Haley this time. I think that Trump not only has kept his base, which I think was 73 million votes this last time around, the most for an incumbent president, but he's also added significantly to that base. Let me see. So if you listen to my videos, what did I say about Biden? No, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna say I caught like the videos you talked about Biden, but and I'm not knocking you, bro. It's not, as far as I think you think similar to like a lot of my friends who are on the fence, or a lot of my friends who just may not like Trump just off GP. Like it's not, and I'm not saying that they're like, that people that may not fuck with Trump off GP like are dumb or any of that stuff, like, or miseducated. But I think that the amount of negative press that Trump gets, the amount of lawfare that gets thrown his way, like a lot of people that may not like Trump are probably in their mind thinking like, in terms of like a lot of these cases, let's say, they probably say, well, if where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I'm saying? Like if he wasn't such a bad person, he wouldn't be getting all these cases thrown in his way. And that's a fair assessment. But I think the amount of lawfare that's getting thrown in Trump's direction is unfair. I'm not saying like, or it's out of the ordinary because of the I'll say it right now. I think it's out of the ordinary because Trump's an enemy in the sense of the state, not an enemy of the state, an enemy of the system, in my eyes. And like part of the reason that I started listening to Trump in like 2019 is because like all these people, like the media, like the politicians, both in the conservative, like in the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, didn't like him. And I don't like the Republican Party, nor do I like the Democratic Party. But that's what kind of got me listening to the dude, because I can't like sit back and listen to Bernie Sanders. I give two shits about Bernie Sanders. I can't sit back and listen to AOC. I could look at AOC because she's pretty, but as far as listening to what she got to say, I'm not gonna do it. I definitely couldn't listen to Joe Biden. Actually, Joe Biden, I would perk my ear up because Joe Biden had a history of talking racist shit historically. I mean, the Joe Biden crime bill was started by Joe Biden. Probably one of the biggest efforts to lock up Black and Spanish men in the 90s and the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, so and that's only because it's salacious that I would listen to him. I had to listen to him in a sense because what he was saying was affecting my people directly. But besides that, was I listening to John McCain? Hells no. I mean, like on the Republican side, I mean, like very little Republicans said things that were interesting to me either. and that was limited to parole, maybe. Like when I first started listening to politics. Who else? What's his face from Kentucky? That his dad's in politics. Ron Paul. You know what I'm saying? Like there weren't many. But let me see. Yeah, but if you could, Mr. Johnson, send me that video too, like, and I'll listen to it. Like, I promise. Trump gonna win if he beats that RICO case, because who motherfuckers gonna go for Tim Scott? Nah, they're not gonna go for Tim Scott. Tim Scott's funny style too, man. Like, now I'm not dissing everybody in the Republican field. Actually, I am. I think that, like, if you're taking shots at Trump in this time, then you're in the way as far as politics go in the conservative ticket. Let me see. You down with stop and frisk? Absolutely not. I'm a victim of stop and frisk. I was stopped and frisked in front of my son. You know, and I don't fuck with the cops. You know that, bro. I don't fuck with I don't back the blue like fucking not one iota. Do I want to see police, like, crime get cleaned up in New York and a lot of the ghettos, or a lot of the cities, at this current juncture? Yeah, I mean, like, because the hood is wild right now. I mean, I know you're from the hood too, Mike, but like, every time I go to my hood is a revelation to me. You know, like, it's something new, some other new shit that, like, looks way more dangerous than it did the last time I visited. And I'm going to my hood every couple weeks. You know, when you go back home now, I mean, if you haven't been back home from 2021 till now, I mean, you're gonna see, like, how bad things are. Like, you know, even if you went back home in January of this year, like, when you go back now, it's gonna look significantly different, and it's not gonna look significantly different for the better. The prices have gone up in the hood for real estate, for food, everything, and crime has gone up significantly as well. And no, I don't think that crime is. When people say crime, they think, I don't say, like, oh, when I think crime, I think Black and Latin, like, you know, or like, I think like it's a code word for either of the two. You know, I look at it like, yo, like, just shit is fucking wild right now. Like, women selling ass, like, fucking the biggest problem I see in the street. Overpopulated, fucking stupid motherfuckers running around doing dumb shit, catching juxes on old ladies, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I was a criminal in the past, at times, if I had to, but never for stop and frisk though. Well, you know, Trump said he will bring it back. Send me that too. I mean, like, if you could, like, where Trump said it specifically. But what's worse though, too, I mean, even though I didn't catch that, and I listened to a lot of what Trump puts out there, like, in the media, but what's worse? I mean, like, Trump saying that he would bring back stop and frisk, or Joe Biden's crime law. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop and frisk, I mean, if it's getting if they're gonna have to bring back a version of stop and frisk, in a sense, in the immediate sense, if they're to clean up the hood, which I don't necessarily agree with, but it's almost like a necessary evil in the short term because of how bad the hood is right now. Like, New York is not known for guns, like, in the past. Like, you know, a lot of people would, like, diss it, like, oh yeah, motherfuckers ain't about guns in New York. Like, like, it was a diss, like, when I would talk to people from other cities, and that was true, because I mean, like, when I would try to cop a little ratchet when I was doing my little street thing, like, a gun in New York, like, on the black market, you're talking about $1,000 and more, because New York State guns aren't legal. But now there's guns all over New York. Everything's a shooting instance in New York now. I mean, I think I said it in a video recently. My second oldest brother just got shot at, I think, this past year by a fucking moron young motherfucker. Over nothing too. It wasn't over, like, just some dude with a gun, like, thought my brother was looking at his girl, and he wasn't. The guy happened to be arguing with his girl, and the guy tried to accuse my brother of looking at his girl, and my brother, you know, got in his ass, like, verbally, when he walked away. And as he walked away, the guy shot at my brother. You know, But I don't want anybody to go through that. Even my enemy, my enemy or my enemy's kids. Like, nah, I don't want guns in the hood. Like, fuck that. Excuse me. It's fucking hot in here, boy. Let me see. Stop and frisk is unconditional. Like unconditional in the sense that it's either yes or no. Yeah, I mean, that's what the way I saw it too. And I'm not gonna front. Like stop and frisk, when they employ it, they don't employ it against Chinese people in my neighborhood. They don't employ it against white people in my neighborhood. They don't employ it against they employ it against fucking Spanish dudes and black dudes. Not gonna front one iota. Is that right? No. But I mean, right now, my hood is in a crisis situation. Before you even added the migrant situation, that's another crisis situation that my hood is going through. So I mean, like, something gotta give. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it doesn't need stop and frisk. Maybe they just need more cops and I mean, I don't know, cracking heads more. Who the fuck knows? Twitter. Damn. Let me see if I could. No, it doesn't let me on StreamYard. I would have pulled up the link right now though. I don't know how to do it though. But like as far as pulling up this link as we speak. But I promise you, I'm gonna look it up. So where he said he would bring him back. Okay. It's unconstitutional. Stop and frisk is unconstitutional. Absolutely. But and no, I'm not for that being the first thing that they employ, or the only thing that they employ to try to clean up the hood. But do I want them to clean up the hood? Absolutely. I mean, I know tough motherfuckers that are just like have had it. Like, yo, this shit is too bad out here. Like, and I'm gonna visit my friend a couple days, hopefully. And he's the toughest person I know, and he's fucking repulsed by my hood right now. And this is the toughest person I know in life, general, ever. And he's had it. Let me see. Unconstitutional. No, I agree. Yo, if you want to jump on too, Mike, you're more than welcome. As long as, again, bro, this is my new caveat for the channel, my new rule. I'm not gonna stay on that long though, because I'm fucking I'm in the bathroom. I'm gonna take a shower after this too. But what do you call it? As long as it's not, no, it is what it is, bullshit. I'm not saying you, I'm saying in general, like I just want specifics more, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want like I think a lot of times, like, you know, like people will talk in circles. I just don't want to talk in circles no more. I want more solution based, if you, in a sense, or I don't know how to explain it, but I just but if you want to talk in circles today, I mean, like, not saying you, but I'm not gonna stay on for that long anyway. But let me, I'll send out the link right now, Mr. Johnson. Hold on. It's hot in here, boy. Damn. If you guys, well, I didn't put that on the channel. I mean, I haven't been doing a lot of content too in the past like 4 months, because I was actually working on the bathroom that that I'm speaking in as we speak, that I'm speaking in currently. And this was done not solely by me, but I did work on this bathroom myself a lot. Not myself. I mean, I had a contractor, and one contractor. I'm gonna put you on right now, Mike. But I'm actually very proud of the way it came out. I would show you guys more, but I'm actually in boxes too, so I don't want to.
Yeah, what the hell you mean it's hot in there, man? You in the goddamn bathroom.
It is, bro.
Put the fan on your nuts, man. Put the fan on your nuts.
I got the ceiling fan, but this shit makes too much noise, and it really does nothing. It's hot today too. It's muggy.
Yeah, well, you know where I'm at.
How you doing, Mr. Mike?
Oh, I'm cool. Hurricane passing by us is gonna miss us, so we cool.
Yeah, it's gonna hit my cribbles out there on Wednesday, I heard.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I'm cool. I went to my homie's house, moved shit around in his fucking backyard. He had a ton of shit back there, man. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my homeboy to shut my shutters or do something.
Crab traps and everything back in that mother. Oh, so that's why you got to meet your neighbors, man, and talk to your neighbors, especially them old people. that be walking a dog and stuff like that every day, you got to talk to them, man, because they'll help you out while you gone. You know what I'm saying? Because when you move up in them neighborhoods, man, you basically part of the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
I don't live there though. That house is like a wreck. Like I don't need, when I go down there, I don't stay in that house, bro. Like not the house I showed you before, like my
yeah, I know.
Yeah, that house is a wreck though. It's a piece of shit. But like, let me know how you feel, bro, regarding this Trump thing.
Oh, well, this is what I said on my live stream. Is like, you know, you do have a bit of what is, what about that person? What about that person? And but the first thing that we learn in school is that convicting a politician is tough. You know what I'm saying? Already at the rip. The second thing we learn is that convicting a president is tough. So in my live stream, I told people, and even when I talk to these Trumpies out here, and because I'm in the Florida Keys, I tell them is like, the best thing for y'all to do was to convict the dude when he got out of office, when he didn't have all the power. But this whole what about this person and what about that person, draw people to file charges now, and that goes for his son. Because what's he gonna do? Convict his son just for biting the pardon him? You know what I'm saying? Because unless his son killed somebody or did something real heinous, do people really expect him to let his son sit in jail or prison? You know what I'm saying? So I tell folks, man, all the time, is like when people are in office, it ain't happening like people think it's gonna happen, right?
So but this is in reference to Trump more, or this is in reference to Biden?
Biden.
Okay.
How you going to convict him when he in office?
I'm not calling for that. I mean, I am interested in what's happening with Hunter Biden, more in the sense because I think his dad.
But how you going? Okay, so how you going to convict Hunter Biden when his daddy in office?
No, I'm not really interested in getting a conviction on Hunter Biden. I'm more interested in whether Joe Biden profited from the exploits of Hunter Biden. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, the lawyer, the lawyer and everybody, look, even if that's the case,
it is.
Wait until we get out of office and then do what you got to do, because you doing it now is not going to work.
But I think the people should know, though. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah,
like,
the people should know. The people should know. But if you filing charges and you don't get a conviction, how you gonna go and try to file them again?
With who? With Hunter Biden?
With Biden.
What charges are you referring to, though? I'm sorry.
With Hunter Biden's business.
Yeah, well, they I don't know if you're following that case, but that they did he was actually going to plead out, and then the judge peeped that the agreement absolved them from any other crimes.
No. Listen to this. Listen to me when I say.
Are you aware of that, though? No. But let me explain it real quick.
I'm aware of that. No.
But let me tell the people just in case. Hold on, because the Hunter Biden's plea agreement fell apart because the judge saw that what he was pleading to, which was basically dismissing the gun charge that he had, because he didn't say that he was a drug user when he applied for a gun license, in addition to some other crimes, I forget. But part of that plea agreement stated that he wouldn't be charged for any other crimes that they find out in the future.
You know why is that?
Pardon me?
He was never going to plead out.
He was going to plead out.
No, he wasn't.
That's what I mean, from everything I've read up on.
Yeah, they're going to say, because people are not looking at the overall picture.
Hold on. Explain to me from what you know about that. Like, not what you know, but like, what was your?
No, it's not what I know. It's what I see.
Oh, people throwing up. Like, where was
hold up. I'm going to explain to you, but you got to let me speak. Right? People are talking about this guy pleading out before he goes to court. When they making all these goddamn news articles, they're making all these damn videos on
get to it.
Talking about it on CNN and Fox News and all that shit. And then when he goes to court, he doesn't plead out, and everybody's like, "Oh shit!" So it's either two things: he was never going to plead out, or it was an agreement for him to plea out, and that everybody else wasn't in on the con job, but everybody else on the other side was. Because
what con job are you referring to? I'm sorry.
think about it. If he was to plead out for something, if he was contemplating pleading out for something, right? That basically means is that something is going to, something forcing him to do that, because the time and the effort and all that stuff, something was going to hurt. And then he goes back and says, I'm not going to plead out while he's in court, which basically means is at that point, he was could get the convicted, he was going to have to do all the time.
No,
and
he wasn't going to do time, bro.
If you think that dude, if you look, if anybody thinks that guy was going to plead out,
I mean, like when you plead out, they're basically telling you, like,
no, he was not going to plead out. That was not his plan.
No, I mean, I think you're mistaken though, because what happened was, let me explain it though. What from my understanding and what I read was that he was going to plead to 2 charges, and that he was going to be doing basically like probation, where he wasn't allowed to use drugs. He would get drug tested and just have no further crimes. But he was pleading to 2 specific things, and the gun charge was going to be dismissed. Part of that agreement, though, the plea agreement that was done by David Weiss in Delaware, was that any future crimes that they would find out via investigations in the future, like because a lot of what they're finding out now has to do with looking into his laptop, looking into Burisma, the company that he worked for. And part of the plea agreement, though, was that anything they find out in the future, they couldn't convict him on, or they couldn't bring a charge against him. The judge, based on that, seeing that, well, this is I've never seen an agreement in such a fashion where if they find out about a crime in the future that can't be prosecuted. That's why she said, get back to the drawing board. And at that point, Hunter Biden said, no, then I'm not going to plead guilty. I'm going to take my chances.
How convenient is that?
For Hunter Biden, I mean, it's very convenient. The plea agreement was very convenient.
How convenient is that?
For who?
No, I'm talking about the whole events you talking about leading up to him not pleading out and then walking scot-free with no conviction. How convenient is that?
Well, the first agreement was extremely convenient for him.
No. I'm not talking about all that. Think about the series of events. These people knew what's going to happen. These people, Hunter Biden, everybody knew this was going to be the result.
Well, Hunter Biden thought that he was going to go in there and agree to that plea that he made.
But how do you know that? How do you know Hunter Biden? Hold up, stop.
He went from.
How do you know specifically out of Hunter Biden's mouth that he knew that he was going to plead out?
That's how cases work, though. Like
no. You got to listen. No. Did he say? Did you hear a video of Hunter Biden say that he's going to plead out? Did you hear a video of Hunter Biden speaking about his case? That's what I'm saying. Because even if you did, hold on. Because it seems like you got to understand this is everything with this case. It seems by design.
No. But I'm talking specifics though. But leading up to Hunter Biden showing up at that court, the assumption by his lawyer was that he was gonna take the plea agreement and call it a day. I'm assuming that Hunter Biden his lawyer isn't going rogue, especially with an agreement where they can't convict you in the future. In addition to the fact that he was just getting probation.
But that's semantics. That's semantics for the public.
That's not semantics, bro.
Because his lawyer didn't have to say it. His lawyer didn't have to tell nobody that.
His lawyer didn't have to say what?
His lawyer didn't have to tell nobody nothing. That's semantics for the public. So everybody think that this dude's about to plead out he's about to be guilty and all this stuff, and we finally got him. Whoop whoop whoop.
No, I mean, like, if the most people were speaking out about it because they thought that was a bullshit agreement, and the fact that he was going to be able to get away scot-free, lying on a gun application.
He was gonna be scot-free no matter what, and
Well,
all
I
them
mean,
cats knew it.
I'm pretty sure that right now he doesn't want to be in limbo. Like, he is right now, he's in limbo. In the
Why
sense
do you
that,
think? Why do you think you didn't see all them? Why do you think you didn't see a whole bunch of videos of him speaking
I mean,
during the court case?
why you don't see video of any Biden speaking? Like, they're disasters. I mean, like,
No. It's because in this situation with a lawsuit, right?
that wasn't a lawsuit though.
You know what I meant? Going to court,
Okay.
right? These people knew that he was not going to do no time.
Initially.
No. Yes. Think about it.
He
All
made
that
the
stuff
time
is
now,
like,
though.
the lawyer comes out, was like, yeah, he gonna say some bullshit just to get everybody thinking that this dude's gonna go into court and lay down, but then he turn around and he fight. Come on.
Well, that's unprecedented, though,
So
Michael, is what I'm saying.
okay. Now, if I can say this about Hunter Biden, right, and everything by design, but with Trump going to getting these indictments, right, and is close to super whatever, all of a sudden in full swing, everybody seems that it's a conspiracy or something around it to make it seem like people are going after Trump purposely not to get him to run.
This is exactly what's happening.
But you can't see what I'm saying with Hunter Biden.
Hunter Biden's not running, though.
He's not running, but you talking about charisma, you talking about all the other stuff with him, and it all goes back into full circle that the dude is dirty.
Okay, well, like, and honestly, my interest in Hunter Biden, again, is not in Hunter Biden. I'm more interested whether the proceeds of Hunter Biden's political or getting bread from these companies based on his name, if that benefited Joe Biden, period. Because if he did benefit Joe Biden, which I think it did, then that's a major problem, for the country, not just for them. Like, not because I'm like looking to get Joe Biden in trouble. No, I don't even want to see, in a sense, Joe Biden get in trouble. I rather see what's
okay.
really like.
So now, right?
And this is more of a representation. If Joe Biden is getting money from the proceeds of Hunter Biden's dealings, is that stuff exposing the system as a whole?
Okay, so
and that I do want to see.
So, like I said, it's like these cats should have waited till Biden was out of office to do all that.
There's an election coming up. I think people should know whether he's.
They should know, they should know, but you shouldn't try to go to court on it, because how you gonna go to court on it again?
I didn't say anything about going to court necessarily, even though, I mean, no. If he did benefit from that and he's corrupt, do I want him to get in trouble in the long run? Sure. But the main thing is not for him to get in trouble. The main thing is to see, all right, like, this is what the system is doing in general. Why are they going after Trump so hard? One. Two, why is Joe Biden's son dealing in Ukraine while at the same time fighting a war in that country? All these things to me are super sus, and to the American people too. But what's happening now, and what's happening for the last couple of years, is that the media is very reticent to cover any of these things. They basically gave 4 minutes of media coverage time to the Biden Burisma thing in general. That's a big time slight to the American people. To the world, honestly, because now this is becoming an international issue.
So Hunter Biden's son making money in Ukraine. I'm just asking, because I really don't care about Ukraine and Hunter Biden's son, and if Joe Biden was making money off of Ukraine, if that was the case, right? So if Joe Biden was making money off of Ukraine by way of by via his son, what does that actually mean? That like what does it mean?
Well, to me, it could mean a lot of things in the sense that people in Ukraine, businessmen, politicians, may know information that they could hold over Joe Biden, Hunter Biden's head. And that to me is a problem, particularly when we're sending the Ukraine so much money. I mean, it's billions every couple months that we're sending in the direction of Ukraine. Yet from 2016, I mean, or even before 2016, you have the current president of the United States, his son, on the board of Burisma, getting $186,000 a month, in addition to other dealings he had in Ukraine. There's a lot of other things that he was running in Ukraine.
But isn't that the first time a president has ordered all this money to go to a country during a time of war?
No, it's not. That's not one-off. I mean, that's not like unusual, maybe, but the fact that your son was working in that country, basically doing another job, like sitting on a board of a company and getting checks every month. And again, if he finagled that on his own, I mean, it wouldn't be as big of a deal. The bigger deal is, again, Joe Biden profited from that. Well, so I mean, let me ask you something right now, Michael. Being that Hunter Biden was making $186,000 a month, I believe, or $86,000 a month from this sitting on the board of Burisma, do you think that Joe Biden got to see any of that money?
I don't know.
If you had to guess.
I'm saying, if I had to guess, I don't know.
That's not a guess, though. You're saying you don't know, but I mean, I'm pretty certain. I mean, like,
because what you're telling me to say is off of something I can't even calculate is either say yes or no.
If Bruce Gas is still in the building, let me ask Bruce Gas. And thank you for stopping by, Bruce Gas. He said Hunter is a cokehead and Hunter is an addict and can be compromised. I agree with that. But Bruce Gas, if you're still in the building, yes or no? Do you think that if Hunter Biden was sitting on the board of this Ukrainian company, getting close to $100,000 or more per month, do you think that his dad saw any of that money? If you had to guess, yes or no? I think it's almost a certain that his dad was seeing.
Yeah, but you're basing that, but you're not basing that off of like actual factual data you have. You're actually basing that basically it's an opinion, because you won't bet your rent money on that, and you won't bet your house.
I bet this house on it.
Well, if you bet your houses on that, how you gonna prove it? And you will lose.
I'll bet with you that by 2024 we're gonna find out more of the grim and gory about this. And
no, we're not. We're not, because what you gonna do when the dude is out of office and not running?
No, when you already gonna get convicted. I don't care about them getting convicted necessarily. I care about more everybody knowing the truth of what's happening here.
No, so this is how it is. This is how it is.
Biden has no business.
Okay. This is how it is. This is how it is. If we go back in the history of time with presidents.
No. I'm talking about this one.
This one, Trump, all them,
and Biden,
all them has made money off of other countries while they were in office. If you really think about it. No, hold on, hear me out.
All right, so let me
if you really want to say no, hear me out. But I can't say specifically it was that one. I don't know, but I'm guessing. But if you're gonna tell me to basically say yes or no with a question based off of a whole bunch of assumptions, I'm not going to say yeah, because that'd be absurd to say yes or no to a question that I can't even answer. I can't answer if Hunter Biden was breaking his daddy off with some ends, off of some shit that he was probably telling people some lies to, making it thinking it was gonna get some money to. I can't tell you that. I don't know what his motive was. I don't know what anybody's motives was with that.
No, I'm gonna tell you something right now too, Mike. There's no way that Joe Biden didn't know that his son was sitting on the board of this company and getting a job for by his son throwing his name around behind his back. That didn't happen. Like Joe Biden knew that.
But that's called business and that's called politics. Nah, they all do that shit.
Because and you know what's the bigger part of that too is that there's no media coverage around it. Like
No, but
again,
they all do that. They all say,
no,
I
they don't
don't
all
know
do that
or I
though.
didn't know. They all do that.
They don't all do that. And another thing too, I'm gonna tell you that if I had to guess, if it were Trump's son
Yes, they
doing that,
do.
no, but let me say something. If it was Trump's son doing that, I don't think you'd feel that way. I think you make an assumption and say, yeah,
No,
hell
I
yeah.
wouldn't give a damn because I don't sit up over here. If you look at most of the boxing videos and everything like that, you
That's
know I
boxing.
give
But we're talking
everybody the
politics.
benefit of the doubt. You know I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. If sometimes I would even go like, well, I don't know about that, but I'm just talking shit. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt because when it comes to things that I don't know, I'm not gonna stick my neck out for it.
These are the kind of answers I won't allow though, like because that like I'm saying like what your a gut feeling, if you will, or if you know. But to me, that what's happening here with Hunter Biden in relation to Joe Biden stinks to high heaven.
You know
And
what? You know what?
also,
You want to talk about gut feelings? You want to talk about gut feelings?
oh no, I'm asking you for a gut feeling whether you
I
think
don't
it's
have a gut
genuine.
feeling on it. I'm
I
just
think
like
you,
I don't know. I want to see
I
more
think you
data.
do. I think you
I want
do.
to see more stuff come out. That's really
Like
what I want.
are you so are you aware of Hunter Biden's dealings, other dealings in Ukraine besides Burisma?
It wouldn't matter.
No.
I
Are
want
you
to see.
actively looking for
No,
that?
I no, because I don't
And
go
why
around
would it not
looking.
matter?
I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't matter. Because you have to literally catch the nigga hand in the cookie jar.
That's what's happening.
You can't sit up over there. You can't sit up over there and say, "Oh, he knows," which we will all think that he knows. But then you got to say he knows, and then you got to sit up over here and say that he is taking money.
If he knows, he could put a stop to it diplomatically. He could put a stop to it in a ton of ways. If like, but I think that you're not being forthcoming in a sense, because
He
I mean,
can't
like,
tell.
you know,
He can't tell somebody. He can't really tell somebody how they should not make money. He can separate himself from it, but he can't tell somebody how they should and should not make money. As long he could do it in certain
no,
instances
you
as
could,
far as
Michael.
national security, but if it has nothing to do with national security, you can't stop it.
It does have. What if it does have something to do with national security? Because
Well,
there's
then he
war
has to prove
happening there
it.
right
He
now.
has to. Well, then he has to prove it. You got to get those government agencies to do their investigation to figure it out.
So let me ask you something. Well, before, like, well, the government agencies are figuring it out. I mean, like, Congress is like peeling the onion on this thing.
Well, Congress is not going to figure it out. Congress is going to employ the 3-letter acronym agencies to do the job.
I don't think they are.
Congress
If
don't
you're not
have.
paying attention, then Mike, I mean, because the Congress right now is saying that the 3-letter agencies.
So the reports that Congress get, who they come from?
Not all. I mean, traditionally, yes, they are coming from the 3-letter agencies, but
Exactly.
Congress right now is saying that the 3-letter agencies, when it came to these cases in relation to the Biden family, have been sitting on their hands. So, like right now,
Well, they can say whatever, but that's the thing. They can say whatever they want because how are you going? No. Hear me out. And all this stuff goes back into full swing. How are you going to go after? Because they're going after Hunter Biden to get to the daddy. That's really what they're doing, right? And how are you going to go after the president while he's in office? Why y'all niggas just don't wait till we get out?
Because there's an election coming up. I think people want to know. That's the big issue. I mean, last time, you know.
Well, it's called politics.
No,
all of this is called
hear me
politics.
out though. I'm gonna put you on mute just to say this one statement without being interrupted.
Why you got to put me on mute so you can say it? That don't make no sense.
But in relation to Hunter Biden's laptop, that story with the laptop came out 10 days before the election was supposed to take place. 51 agents from a lot of these letter companies, a lot of letter agencies, got out in front of it and said that it had the hallmarks of a Russian disinformation campaign. You know, so basically, and now we know that a lot of that stuff on the laptop, I mean, all the stuff on the laptop was true. and that the laptop did belong to Hunter Biden. But these letter agencies got out in front of it and said that it was a Russian disinformation campaign. So in essence, they stopped the American people from knowing the truth, which I think would have directly affected the election. Now we have another election coming up next year. So I think that in a sense, and I'll unmute you now, that we're going to have, the American people, like fuck Congress and fuck that letter agencies in this sense. But the American people should be informed, because the last time around when it came to the Hunter Biden laptop, they were lied to.
Well, I would tell you this. First off, I don't even know why the hell you muted me for that dumb shit.
Because I didn't want you to cut my wisdom in the midst of it.
It's to me, Hunter Biden's laptop, how many people hand swapped the data with that shit? Even one dude got on the House floor, like, I got it right here on the thumb drive, and walking around with that shit. It's ridiculous, right?
But Hunter Biden admitted that it was his laptop.
Yeah.
He didn't say that they fucked with the info.
He can admit that it was his laptop, but the data on his laptop,
that they altered the info or any of that stuff. This is like
he can say that all he wants to, but why is people on
Hunter Biden's not saying this?
Hey, can I say something? Why would somebody on the House floor say that they have his contents of his laptop on the thumb drive and lift the thumb drive up on the House floor? So how many people have their little grubby little hands? This is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, and it goes back in the full circle what I'm trying to tell you. This case is not going to go nowhere until the dude is out of office. But on the flip side is a grand jury consists of multiple people, right? A jury deliberating on if this case should go to trial.
Which case?
And this motherfucker got 4 of them.
Hunter Biden or Joe Biden?
Trump.
Okay.
He might beat them all. He might not beat them all. But the thing about it is that it was a jury that got him there. It wasn't a judge. It wasn't a DA. It wasn't an attorney general. It was a jury that got him there. Well, it could be very little to you, but when everything goes back into full swing, pointing the finger at Joe Biden and his son, which they should serve their day in court, just like everybody else should serve their day in court. Because it's a speculation with Trump, and it's a speculation with Hunter Biden. But the best thing for these idiots to do is to wait for people to get out of office to where they'll have all the power and everything like that, to where you can't really get them. Because once Trump got out of office, see, that all this stuff is politics.
I know politics. I mean, you don't got to explain that stuff.
All this stuff is politics.
You're kind of talking in
circles. People saying, oh, they're only doing because they don't want to run again. That's politics. You running, get your ass up out of there. You want to play hardball? Get your ass up out of here. This is politics. Ain't nothing fair about politics.
Yeah, but
they've been railroading people in politics for years.
You're seeing an unprecedented
people on TV. They've been making sure people ain't been on ballots for years with politics.
Nah, but I'm talking about specifics. One case. Don't give me a run around of politics. I'm giving you specifics between Trump or Biden. I mean, like, yeah, we could just talk.
No, but I'm giving you specifics on.
That's not the system, though.
No. I'm giving you.
Hold on. What? Name another time in which the system, including the media, went after one guy like this. You know, you can't. You know, they're going after one guy like that. I mean, and I think that's why
they went after Hunter. They just went after Hunter.
Hunter's not a politician, though.
They went after Hunter.
Oh no!
They went after Hillary.
Listen. But in Hunter's case, like I said, between all the media except for Fox, and Fox is a piece of shit network just as much as CNN and all the other channels. They gave airtime to the Hunter Biden Burisma case total combined for less than 4 minutes. I mean, so again, like this is another branch of like the system all going after one dude, but they're not really going after Hunter. Like they're not even covering the Hunter Biden case like that. I mean, if it's a case in which the most popular president in relation to votes, in terms of Joe Biden, got the most votes historically of any president in history. I mean, people would want to know anything in relation to the man. But right now, the media is blacking out a case in which his son was sitting on the board of a company.
No, they didn't black it out. They actually it was
4 minutes total.
I remember them talking about it, but the thing about it
4
is,
minutes.
dude,
Yo, my man, they would just say they like people have what they probably given more airtime to Trump's weight not being
that shit was. You have to understand, like airtime also has to correlate to what's going to give them the most amount of buzz. But
if Joe Biden was the most popular president as far as election goes, but
even you made a video. Even you made a video on how much views Trump video just got. I mean, so when we look at it in relationship to anything, Trump always gets the most amount of views, and that's based off of your own video.
The guy who beat Trump in the ballot box has to be comparable to Trump, if not more popular than Trump. In my eyes.
But based off of your own video, one of your little videos you made talking about how many views that Trump got, and whoop whoop whoop. Name the last guy got that many amount of views.
But I'm not talking about views. I'm talking about the amount of media coverage. I'm not a member of the media. I'm a guy with no shirt in his bathroom.
But that goes into
full. Listen though, but it's very suspect. The fact that Trump's weight when he got booked in Georgia this past week, where they said he was 215 pounds, is probably not true or not true. But that got more airtime than Hunter Biden's Burisma scandal in general.
But that goes back into full swing. What I'm saying is that can I say what I'm going to say? Because you don't know what I'm going to say. What am I going to say? What am I going to say?
Go ahead. Say it.
Okay. So it goes back into full swing. And what I'm saying, the media is only going to talk about what they feel that's going to give them the amount of views at all times. Right? That's the reason why even a lot of these things that go on in America, that's the only reason why they only fixate on certain things. And we all know that.
Let me say this. So would you think that the media would not have been interested in a story about Hunter Biden's laptop?
They talked about it.
Very little. Very, very little.
Okay. So how much did they get? 20 million views? Did they get 1 million
views? I'm talking about the amount of coverage that are like. So do you think that the Hunter Biden laptop scandal and the contents of Hunter Biden's laptop are more scandalous than?
Man, that was all over the news. Hunter Biden's laptop was all over the news for like 2 weeks straight, man. I remember that. So
yeah, but look at how much bad coverage Trump has gotten.
Let's not. But the whole thing. Look. Let's put it to you like this. All this is politics, man.
Come on,
homie. I'm gonna say again. All of this is politics.
That's not politics. The media shouldn't play politics.
Hold up now.
Did the media play politics?
The media play politics too.
No, should they?
What I'm saying is this: when you running for office against somebody else, or somebody's running against you, people do all kind of things to put salt on other people's games. Now we're thinking on a big scale of things, of politics, on what people would do to get your ass off your game or off your square or whatever the case may be, to get you out of the picture. All of this is politics, man.
Nah,
it's no fairness. Get that fairness stuff out of your mind.
It's not about fairness. It's not about fairness. It's about the truth. Like
get that too. Get that fairness. Get that truthful shit out your mind.
I can't get it out of my mind.
All this stuff right now is politics.
Nah, but listen to me, bro. Like,
and ain't nothing about politics. It's about the truth.
Nah, but that's not that shouldn't be the case when it comes to the media and how they cover politics across the board. It should be down the middle. If you got a scandal, it's a scandal. I mean, if it were Nikki Haley or some shit that they caught a laptop over, or if it was look right now, I'm gonna give you a good case. What's homeboy's name that's running that he's running against Joe Biden now with that black scholar that has an afro. He went to Harvard. He has a big
Cornell.
Say Cornel West, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Look, Cornel West right now has probably got more media coverage of his like supposed missed tax payments and missed child support payments than Hunter Biden does for being involved on a board of a company in a country that we're at war. I mean, that's at war.
Well, the key word you said was probably, but at the same time is, like I said, it's called politics.
Nah, but then is it right?
Why do you think the news? Why do you think the news always give us the same sorry motherfuckers running for president?
So what's more important, the fact that Cornel West has missed taxes and child support payments, or the fact that Hunter Biden is on the board of a Ukrainian pretty much a Ukrainian company and getting these payments for God knows what in a country that's at war right now with the superpower? You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a damn.
The same across the board. I got to take off though. My computer's dying though, but I don't agree with much of.
No, but you can't say that though. You can't say that though because at the end of the day, is Hunter Biden, but Trump ain't did no wrong.
I'm not saying Trump ain't did no wrong. I'm saying like, but I honestly am saying Trump did no wrong in these cases.
But you make it yes, because you make it seem like that. But you don't.
That's fine, but you're making it seem like Joe Biden.
But hold up.
Is doing no wrong.
Because if you talk about these news agencies, so the fidelity of Trump doing wrong should be in question too. Because if you're gonna talk about these news agencies, everybody's wrong's got to be in question.
Listen, they had a chance. They had from 2015 to 2013 to go at Trump.
You had that same.
Hold on. They've had from 2015 to 2023 to go at Trump, and they've done that from 2015 to 2023 nonstop. Every day there's bad Trump stories on the media. Even Fox does it, and Fox is not a great. Fox is just as bad as CNN in my eyes. The fact that doesn't go across the board from a media that's supposed to be unbiased, and that's not the only thing that I'm riffing about here. But they've had every opportunity to go at Trump. They haven't found anything on Trump. They're not going to find anything on Trump. But I'm pretty sure if they did a little digging, a minimal digging, I mean, because the Hunter Biden laptop had all the information you needed to see that something funky was happening, then they would if the media dug into it just a little bit, like they would have all this salacious info. They'd have a lot of good ratings based on that. But they don't do that. I mean, because the media, the powers that be, as far as politically, they're all on the same team, and Trump is not on that team. And I think a lot of the American people are starting to notice that and joining Team Trump in as far as come 2024. But I got to take off. The laptop is dying though.
You better take off after that because I'm gonna. Woo!
Nah, go ahead, real quick.
No, all I'm saying is that. If the media had all that time to do what they
not just the media,
hold on, hear me out. Hold up. If the media had all that time, then you should have had all that time to talk about the ups and downs with Trump and the stuff that he probably could have done wrong is just as well as with Biden and everybody else. Because ain't none of these dudes is cut clean and dry. Trump dirty. Biden dirty, all these dudes dirty. So let's
I'm not making it from a one guy's problem to everybody's problem.
I mean, you can say it how you want to because this dude is even. If you look at that video that I posted on Twitter, and you look at if you look at my headline that I put up there, you gonna know this dude ain't right.
You put that video on Twitter, you said?
Yeah, that link. It's on Twitter. When you look at it. Look at what he says in a row. The line of things that he said in a row. The line of it.
Tell me real quick though. So the
people you gotta look at it.
No.
So the read the caption. I ain't gonna say shit about it. Read the caption and watch the video. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is he talking about? Because at the end of the day, all these dudes dirty. All of them. It's called politics. Ain't nothing clean and dry. ain't nothing fair. They're gonna use all these guys use the
Nah, but
Justice
that's broad
Department
strokes, bro.
and all these
You're
types
talking
to
in
go after
generalities.
cops. Ain't nothing fair, man. Come on, bro.
I'm not talking about fair. I'm talking about the truth. I just want to know the
The
truth.
truth. The truth of the matter is, Trump maybe possibly started an insurrection.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That I mean,
Yeah. Why do you think? Why do you think some of them charges you see it says forgery?
that's the best you got, bro.
Why do you think some of them charges you see on the people it says impersonating an official?
I think most people, including me, don't give two shits about the so-called insurrection. I'm sorry. Like, I think, like, if you ask anybody in the hood, unless they really have a bone to pick with Trump,
Well, if you run in the building, if you ran in the building with a mob, if you and your homies back in the days ran up in the building, thinking you're about to just steal a couple of items and somebody died, somebody getting charged with that murder.
that's expected.
That is not what happened with that insurrection.
That's not. I mean, Trump didn't run up into no building. Trump didn't say go run up into that building.
Huh. He basically did. No little word.
Come on, that not you're
trying to be peaceful and all that shit. That's just semantics. So that ass won't get caught. Come on, man.
You're employing semantics, bro. But Leo, I gotta take
okay,
off.
but you're employing semantics with Biden and Hunter.
That's official. My man got paid, bro. But if and again, if it was Trump's son doing that, and they had evidence of it, or a laptop, if you will, or even you don't even need that much evidence. But I wouldn't be up on this like that. Trump's an anti-hero, and I think people are like digging the anti-hero now. Yo, but my laptop is legit.
All right, homie.
Thank you for jumping out, man. Yo, and please subscribe to Michael Johnson Boxing Talk and More, or Mr. Johnson Boxing Talk and More. If you guys are listening,
this motherfucker butt naked in the bathroom on the live stream.
But Michael Johnson, and this is not. I don't have anonymity with Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson, one of the people from YouTube that I actually love the most. As for on a homie level, Michael Johnson is my homie. You may not disagree, may not agree with me. No, I may not agree with him politically, and he may not definitely agree with me politically. But at the end of the day, you know, it's all love. And if you guys could, please subscribe to.
Hey, motherfucker! I called your ass. You didn't pick up. You punk motherfucker.
Nah, when?
It was like, man, it was a couple weeks ago. I called you. You didn't pick up.
I keep out hours though. We talked the other day.
Oh, dude.
No, but
but when you call me, I pick up. But when I call you, you don't.
You're all right. You're right though in that sense. You every time I call you, you do pick up, bro.
You a cold piece, bro.
Again, you're my homie, bro. You know, for those
that's fucked up.
No, it is fucked up on my part. But next time you call me, I'll pick up. But yo, peace, man, and thanks for you for coming on, and everybody else for stepping into the foul playland with me. With that, I'm out. Peace.
One love, L. I'll see you soon.